I am counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing.
Welcome to the ND 500 podcast. Today's message is part 2 of Taking the Small Open Door. If you haven't listened to part 1 of Taking the Small Open Door, I encourage you to go back to episode number 68 that was released on September the 10th and listen to that message. But on today, I just want to provide a short testimony. Oftentimes, we as Christians, sometimes we pray and pray, wish and pray for this gigantic blessing in which we pray for God to bring into our lives. And oftentimes, we miss the small open doors that God is placing right in front of our faces. And I just want to give a short testimony. As you know, I had taken an opportunity to teach on the college level. It's something I'd never imagined myself doing, teaching on the college level. So I took that small opportunity, but in doing so, I've been doing very well. I was doing so well that another department actually asked if I could fill in for someone who will be out for a few weeks. So this past Thursday was supposed to be my last day actually teaching that class. It's called Life Path. It's the only program in the state for a special group of adults. So I've been teaching that class for 4 weeks, and I received an email on Friday asking if I could continue teaching because the person who I was filling in for was out because of surgery and her doctor has not released her to come back. So anyway, it looks like that I will be there for an extra 4 weeks. So I said all that is because the way God operates, God says that if you're faithful over a few things, I'll make you ruler over many. And so I've just believed that by me just being obedient and doing the best that I can do, that God just simply opened up that extra door to actually teach another class. And of course, that came with additional money. And now when I thought it would be my last class, I received an email asking if I could teach for another month. So it's just like God just rewarded me for being faithful, and he just gave me a blessing and then a blessing on top of blessing. So I just want to encourage you on today that when you take the small open door, it often leads to other doors being open. And where I am now, I have no idea where God is taking this, but I'm enjoying every minute of it. So I've been teaching 4 classes. So I started out with 3. I'm teaching 4 now, and it looks like I'm going to be teaching for 4+ more weeks. So, and when I told the students that I will be there for a few more weeks, boy, were they excited. So, matter of fact, a couple students, they got up and they started cheering, and then they said, we're going to have to do a petition and just say, holler 8 more weeks, 8 more weeks. So they actually went out in the hall and just started hollering out 8 more weeks. So boy, that made me feel so good inside because I've never been in a place where, students enjoy you that much to where they actually want you to stay even longer. That's my short testimony on that. And when we look at it biblically, Psalms 37, it says that when you delight yourself in the Lord, that he will give you the desires of your heart. So my message to you today is that regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you've been praying for, I encourage you to take what it is that God has given you, be faithful to that, and God will reward you. God will take that door and he will open many other doors. Right now, just as I am doing, I encourage you to delight yourself in the Lord. I encourage you to be obedient to his voice, and God will lead you to where you need to be. Until next time, live in truth.